Hey there, everybody. It's Big Hog again. Yeah, well, I figured I wouldn't come on video this time because, for one, I'm just too lazy to set my camera, and two, my hair still looks like shit, which I'm sure you all didn't appreciate seeing my ugly ass last time. But beyond that, I guess I'll get to the point instead of boring you all. Well, I decided to make this video slideshow thingy because I had seen something today. It really disturbed me, and I started thinking about it. And that is the modern day image of Jesus. I think it was about a week ago now. I was logging on AOL, that's my primary web browser, and I saw a video about a woman who had apparently found a picture of Jesus on her ironing, or her iron. Now, there's a couple problems with this. One, things are only the way you perceive them. I mean, this could be because I don't believe in God or Jesus or any of that, stuff, but it just looks like some burn marks to me. Like, even if you put, like, pictures of Jesus side by side, it doesn't, I do not find the resemblance. I tried so hard and I couldn't. Same thing with the Virgin Mary on the piece of grilled cheese or whatever it was. It's just all about how your mind wants you to perceive things and about how you think about them. The other thing is this image of Jesus that becomes so popular today is almost blatantly incorrect. I mean, there's so many problems with the actual thought of Jesus Christ. It's not even right. First of all, he didn't have long hair. Probably wasn't brown. It might have been brown. I'm not going to worry about that. He wasn't light skinned. He didn't have this little kind of beard going on. No. In fact, he probably looked more like your traditional Arab man did back then. Even the apostles said that it was very untraditional to have long hair and short beards. He probably had short hair, wore the turban deal over his head, and had a big bushy beard. And he probably had very tan skin, just like the rest of the Middle Eastern people of the day did. You have to remember, he was born in Jerusalem. Or maybe not Jerusalem. I forget where he was born in. I'm not going to stress facts because I'm very tired right now. But anyways, he was born in the Middle East. And if we go back and look at the way things have been through time and the way people from there look like now, the image is still fairly general. So I don't see how we have got the picture of modern day Jesus as compared to what he probably looked like, considering his existence actually was, which is still disputable because we have no facts whatsoever pointing to it other than the Bible, which itself isn't really a good measure for anything. So that kind of kills that thought. But even given if Jesus was real, I think he might have been. Because there's so many things don't come from just the holy book that are passed down like this. I think he might have been a real person, but I think he would have been considered a great humanitarian. One of the people that have really changed the lives and way people think. Because of all of his good deeds. Like who else has done that? I'm not sure. I'm like I said, I don't have time. But that's why I think it would have been someone that had been universally recognized as someone that really helped contribute to the well-being of the human race. I think it would have been a great person. In fact, I even think Tenzin Gyatso, correct me if I'm wrong, the 14th and current Dalai Lama, who is the big holy figure in Buddhism, actually said that he believed that Jesus was a bodhisattva, which in the Buddhist sect means he was a very enlightened person. He had gone past own personal needs to help others with whatever issues they were having. That's what an essentiality what a bodhisattva was, someone who gave great sacrifice to help others. And I believe that if Jesus existed, that would be a very, very fitting thing. When it comes to the miracles, So many things could be wrong with those. I mean, considering Jesus was born, the general speculation is a 6 year span between 3 BC and 3 AD. I'm not going to get into details why. That you can find out for yourself. Wikipedia will tell you everything. But that's the general speculation. Now, anyways, upon his birth, he was said to have been born by the Virgin Mary. There's already a problem with this. Virgin. This is a fairy tale from the very beginning. This cannot be a miracle. This is not miraculous in no way. It is impossible physically to conceive a child without some sort of sexual intercourse. It's not possible. Even in ancient Roman and Greek times, Zeus had to bang his chicks to get them to have children. Why would it change now? It didn't, because it's not true. It's either Joseph had sex with her, or Mary was a whore and was out sleeping with some other dude. That's that's the only way to really put that. But in either case, he was supposedly born. That he did all these things, like he walked on water, he healed the blind by laying hands, he turned water into wine. Now, how long has it been since then? It's been 2,000 years. I mean, up until the Bible was written, which wasn't until the, I want to say 13 or 1400s. I want to say 13 or 1400s. Of course, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the English version, anyways, when it was transferred to English by, I think it was King John. Correct me if I'm wrong. But regardless of that, up until that point, everything had to have been passed through word of mouth. And so, especially with the way people are, when they tell a story, they don't want it to be some boring, lame story. They want it to be exciting. They want it to be something amazing. And so, over the time between when Jesus actually did what he did and the wise men writing the Bible, who knows what could have been misconstrued? I mean, when they said that he had walked on water, maybe he was walking through a puddle of mud. These are things that we can never really know about because it happened so long ago. We have no evidence of anything of ever happening other than some scriptures written in some silly book that itself isn't very credible. So here's the way I think it. For one, and this is saying that if Jesus existed, one, our modern day image is severely off. He obviously, or more than likely, would have looked very much different than he did, or than he does in most modern day images. Two, if Jesus existed, I think he would have been a great humanitarian, one of the people that have been revered through time as someone who's really helped people. And his stories have just been misconstrued, and he's been turned into this ridiculous religious figure. Or three, the book's still just a big bunch of bullshit. Jesus never existed, and all this blah that I'm not going to go into. But in essentiality, those are the three ways that I would think that it would have happened. So I hope you all enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever. So I hope you all have a good night or a good day, and see ya.